Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the On Fire B2B podcast, where we take business owners and CEOs in the B2B space. 6 questions, 9 minutes, because the best know how to be concise and when to end. So with that, first question for our guest today, in a few sentences, tell us who you are and what you do.
Yeah, my name is Brandon Allen. I am here in Salt Lake City, Utah. I run a company called New Work Revolution. We have the crazy notion that we want to make great work environments for leaders and teams alike. So we spend a lot of time coaching and training and developing teams to really work well together.
Excellent. And question number 2, Brandon, what is the best thing about working with businesses?
You know what I love about business ownership is I always say that entrepreneurship is the purest form of self-expression for your purpose, the way you create value for the world. Business owners do that. I love it.
Very good. And question number 3, I'm hearing from other business owners and top executives that using clients' quotes and testimonials dramatically increases conversions and sales. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think that totally makes sense. We live in a world where social proof is important. What my prospective clients want to know is, have you helped other people? Do you know what you're doing? Do you live what you say you live? And the best way to do that is through social proof. So absolutely.
Very good. I agree there. So question number 4, Brandon, what advice would you share with other companies working in the B2B industry?
I just think that B2B is so much different than B2C. First of all, don't treat a business the same way that you would treat an individual sale. There's going to be different components to selling a business-to-business type situation. We work in specific industries, and how we did that was we got into the industry, number one. We educated and taught ourselves about the industry. What does the industry do? What do those people care about? What are their fears? What are their concerns? And we did that by just getting into LinkedIn groups, just Googling certain keywords online about certain industries. That way, when we were able to talk to those industries and the leaders of those industries, we could speak their language. We understood their fears and concerns. And what that ended up creating for us was clients who said, you know what, I like these guys because they get us. And in addition to that, we tried to look for the people who were already influencing those industries so that we could align with people that already had an audience, who already had respect in that industry, to try to figure out how we could serve that industry best. And that's really the mindset that I think is so important. You look at someone who has a business that they're running and you're going to support that business is impacting all the different stakeholders that are impacted by that business. The families of the employees, the customers, all these people are impacted by that. And so, really taking great care to understand that for you to serve someone's business, that's a really big deal. And it's not going to be something that they're going to be very casual or flip about in terms of utilizing a product or service that you sell.
Absolutely. Boy, great points and completely agree. Question number 5, what other top CEOs and business owners in the B2B industry, like yourself, Brandon, would you like to acknowledge as a leader and should be invited to be a guest on this podcast?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I think about one of my good friends and someone that I've partnered with for a long time, Garrett Gunderson. He does a lot of personal finance for entrepreneurs and business owners and education. He's a great person to connect with and has a lot of great information for people who are business owners.
Excellent. Excellent. Look forward to connecting with him and hearing his thoughts. So Final question, we're doing fabulous on time. Tell us about your first sale.
Oh man, my first sale. I just remember our pricing structure and what we created. And I knew I was in trouble with sales when I remember I told my wife how much we were going to charge this person for coaching and to consult with us. And my wife said, really? They're going to pay that much? And I just remember I was like, oh my God, these people are never going to buy. And I remember we were in Lake Tahoe at a conference and we were talking to someone about our services. We were brand new. I had done some case studies and some things like that. I was super nervous about closing the sale, but I just remember that person liked what we had to say. They didn't bulk at the price, although I was really nervous about it. And our prices increased quite a bit since then, which is funny. But I remember that first sale. And when we made it, I realized like, okay, this can really be a thing. Like we're actually selling a service, and now, you know, the fun part begins of actually delivering that service. But I still remember that to this day.
Love it there. Love it there. Very good. And guess what, Brandon? You did it. 6 questions in 9 minutes.
Nice.
Yep, because the best know how to be concise and when to end. Your website, say it real quick so people can connect with you after today's podcast.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. If you want to go to myprofitpotential.com, you can learn some more about, you know, who we are and what we do. So go check it out.
Absolutely. Be sure to check out Brandon. Click on that link. It's in the description. Brandon, enjoyed having you on the podcast. And remember, don't stop believing. For those who are listening and watching, be sure to check out other episodes of the On Fire B2B podcast. This is April Renee. Create a terrific day.